Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lois. Well, I have been quite busy lately, and today I felt a little fatigued and decided to take it easy on myself. So I had no particular plans for this day, but one thing is for sure, I needed my tea or coffee, and today I decided to have rosemary tea. This is the beauty of having a variety of herbs in our gardens. And yeah, here I am trying to dance to a Swahili song that was in the background. I often thoroughly wash my herbs before use using a running tap water, and then rinse them off with the drinking water. So that assures me that it is clean before I can use in my tea. I am many things. I can choose to be anything I want at any particular time. Sometimes I'm just childish. Sometimes I'm just naughty. Depends on my mood. But I enjoy being positive, and I enjoy my little dances. At this point, I was just listening to some reggae as I checked out on these plants on the balcony. That's what I tell you guys. Check your soil before you drown these plants in water. These, some of them were quite dry, but others were pretty much wet. So I decided to just water those that needed to be watered. And off I went to start my watering process. Today the sun was up early and it was quite scorching actually. So remember what I told you guys, we do not water in the middle of the day because then we just boil the roots of these plants. If it is extremely hot, then the water will heat up and just boil and cook up the plant. So that is why it is important that we water early mornings and late evenings. Already at this particular point was hot, so I was a little bit worried, but at least the soil wasn't heated up so much yet. Like I said, guys, today was all about me taking it easy on myself, and that meant doing what I wanted to do and at my own pace, right? So I decided to go and rest and, of course, eat something, feed the dogs, and give my birds also some food. Yeah, but it was really, really scorching, and the camera would be dancing with that heat or blurry rather. So I decided not to record. Anyway, after some cleaning and doing some work on my laptop, I decided to come back in the garden because I had a particular mission to clean up this front yard garden today. I wanted to trim the sugarcane plants because the leaves were going in every direction and obviously blocking the pathway. These leaves are quite sharp. When it gets your skin, it actually cuts quite painfully. So I wanted them to be trimmed and look more beautiful, of course. Also, I wanted to peel off the old leaves from the stems so that they looked more beautiful. And the other reason is to eliminate the black ants that normally attack the sugar cane and destroy it eventually. It might not destroy immediately, but yeah, they definitely affect them. And that's why I love to peel off the sugar cane, the stems, and yeah, trim just to look beautiful. The other thing I had in mind to do was remove the old leaves from the cassava plants because like I mentioned in one of my videos, removing these leaves enable the plant not to waste nutrients on useless parts. So most of the plants needed that, like the bok choy, and the skuma wiki as well. So I was just doing all that at once, trimming the sugarcane, removing the old leaves from any plant that needed removing. And of course, I wanted to also get rid of the dry leaves that had fallen on the ground. On the other hand, I also wanted to remove the corn plants that were eaten from by the monkeys yesterday, because I believe they're not going to produce any more anyway, and I'd rather just use them to feed the chicken instead of waiting for them to just dry. Most people talk about how clean my garden is. Yes, I believe everybody loves a clean garden, but not everybody loves the work that goes in to create a clean and neat garden. So yeah, this is what I do to make sure the garden is always clean. Sometimes I just love to sit and have my coffee in the garden, or tea or anything else, just relaxing. And you can't have that in a dirty environment. It has to be clean, of course. And yeah, the other advantage of cleaning your garden is to eliminate the dry leaves that fall on the ground, because most of the times things like slugs or snails hide underneath and reproduce, eventually destroying a number of things in the garden. So if you can remove these leaves and put them in the compost, then they rot properly. Later on, you can bring and nourish your garden. So for me personally, I like to remove them, and just to create that neatness, but also to incorporate more things in my compost so that I can have very good soil eventually, rather than keeping it here and then creating more habitats for these pests that are often eating our vegetables. I know that some of us do not want to get our nails dirty, etc. But you can wear gloves to do these things, or you can just hire somebody to do it for you. That is expensive, but still doable. So this is how the garden looks after it's all cleaned up. So I removed all the old and dry leaves from the plants, and I also trimmed the sugarcane. I ended up removing the corn that was eaten from yesterday. But the good thing is I already had another size that was already growing, that hadn't produced corn yet. That is the advantage of having plants growing at different stages, so that when you eat from this one, the other one is coming up sooner. So I still have this other corn that are up. So when the other one germinates, these ones will have already started giving out like flowers. Yeah, so I am happy. It's not like total loss. And the chickens, of course, have lots to eat from this evening. I can't wait to take for them all the corn that I got for them. So guys, this is how my Wednesday was spent. Just taking it easy and doing things the way I wanted to do them, not too much, of course. Although when I'm in the garden, I get really obsessed. I can stay from morning to sunset without even blinking. Let me leave it at that. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.